And you all know what it is. If you don't, you should by now. Jay's Magic Drops. So I wanted to talk about meditating with others, and I wanted to talk about connecting with yourself through meditation. So when we meditate with others, it is completely fine. There's nothing wrong with meditating with others. It's cool to get that synergy going. It's cool to get that understanding of each other's beliefs and respect going. It's cool to get that unity of feeling like you're going through something with someone. All that is great. The only things that you gotta keep focused on is not to be worried about where the other person is, not to be worried about what the other person is doing, thinking, feeling. When you go into this meditative state and you're going for clairvoyance and you're going for clarity, so you can come out more clear, you can come out lighter, you can come out more readily available to take the challenges that are going to be handed to you throughout the day, or the ideas that you're going to have to sort out and figure yourself out and what you resonate with, and to just be clear to do all these things. So if you're in a state of thinking about other people and you're trying to meditate, what's going to happen is you're going to stunt your own growth. Like, that's really what's going to happen. Like, instead of actually growing through your meditative process and learning yourself and getting better at, letting the thoughts just be, letting them pass, not really attaching to them, creating space for yourself, you'll be stunning that growth if you're just focused on someone else, because you'll be, instead of having those moments of growth and peace and being, you're going to be thinking about what the other person is doing, and then your mind's going to get distracted when you try to refocus, and then it's just going to be everywhere, and you're going to be so focused on someone else that you can't just center yourself, because you got to take your energy here. You can't be out here, you got to be in here if you're really going to meditate. And so that's the main thing. So you can meditate with others, that's cool. Just make sure that you are still going inward and that you are focused on just finding that clarity, that clairvoyance. That is, what meditation is. If you want to use meditation in a way to start using your imagination, or just let things come up and then connect with them and then dive into them with your imagination to expand on them, you can do that, because it really does teach you more about yourself. But you have to understand, once again, that you are not in a clairvoyant mindset. You are in your imagination, you are in your emotions, you are in a thinking position where your mind is constantly active. The brain is always active. The mind is always active. And even in your sleep, your mind activity actually spikes higher normally than what it is while you're awake. So us finding that meditative state for that clairvoyance, to dim that, to be able to hear yourself better, is so important, to calm the mind down. So once again, it's cool to meditate with other people. There's nothing wrong with that. Just focus on yourself and your own growth, and remember to refocus yourself. And if you can't focus now, maybe you need to separate until you can. And then, as far as connecting with yourself and using the meditation to go inward, you can definitely do that too. Just make sure you remember that you're not going for clairvoyance. And then there's another thing, you can use the meditations to manifest. You can sit in there and go into your imagination of what you want to happen, and it can make it amplified because you're in that state of just that sensory. But you still have to recognize and realize that you are not in a clairvoyant state. You are in a state of bringing something to you, adding more weight to an idea, shape, form, and trying to bring that down to this realm. But yeah, so it's all love out here. Meditation's great. Just figuring out our way. We